Welcome back. You're listening to Ron Greenwald, host of San Diego Spotlight on ESPN 1700. In our studio today, we have Chris Savoye, franchise partner with 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and also very fluent in Spanish. Do you have a bilingual ability?
Yeah, I have a. Yeah, I never knew what the definition of fluent was, but while we're on that, we should give kudos to the Mexican team, of course.
Oh,
for
yes.
going through to the next round. Also, they play Sunday at 9 a.m.
Now,
so,
who are they? Do we know who they're playing?
Yes, they're playing the Holland. I'm trying to say it in Spanish, but they're playing the Netherlands, who have been very impressive. But I think Mexico, we got a shot to beat them. Sunday morning, if you want to come over to the house, we're having chilaquiles and mimosas at our place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh, sure. Big family party. We'll all be wearing the green. So that's the beautiful thing of living in San Diego is that cross-border relationship.
And yeah, I was down south of the border about a month ago looking at a fan. I mean, if you've never played Baja, if you play golf at all, are you a golfer?
Somewhat, but I know where you're going.
In Baja Mar?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
I mean, just bury me there at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. In fact, about a month ago, I was down there. One of my guys was moving, who had been with us for 2.5 years, came out from Boston, had worked in Boston, and he's going up with his brother to work on Alaskan fishing boat. Anyways, he was leaving, so that was our party. We had a little going away party for him. We went down, we played Baja Mar, beautiful day, and then had the lobster on the way back. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're going a little off. There's a condo complex before you get to Baja. And again, I'm not that familiar with but before you get into Ensenada, right? That would be the Baja Mar I'm trying to think of Ensenada is north or south of Baja?
South, just a bit south.
South of Baja. Well, it's like only like 15, 20 minutes south of Tijuana, of the city limits. There's this condo complex that sits overlooking the water, and they're selling these units for about $125,000 to $150,000 for a 2-bedroom, about 1,400 square feet. And the gentleman goes, "Well, what would this cost in San Diego?" Like I go, okay, if you're comparing, this is a cliff overlooking a cliff on the water in La Jolla, $1.5 million maybe dollars. I don't know,
right.
It all depends. So it's a fabulous, fabulous. So do you have, in terms of if somebody speaks Spanish, can they call 1-800-GOT-JUNK?
Sure. Yeah, we do have some bilingual. Actually, we have French speakers on the other end because we're in Montreal, in Quebec. But yeah, we do have some agents that speak Spanish in addition to each of the franchises. Well, I know mine. I'm not sure about all the ones in San Diego that they all have Spanish speakers. But yeah, we can take care of you in that aspect also. But pointing at junk and explaining. We have a price list, so we show what it's going to be, and it's usually the international language of junk is pretty simple.
Yeah, well, one person's junk is another person's treasures,
exactly,
as we say. So, what's some of the other fascinating things that you've hauled away besides having jacuzzis fall on your leg?
Well, we've, you name it, but some of the stranger jobs are somebody's fridge in this area in Kearny Mesa went down. It was a ice cream company or somebody that stored ice cream, and they had like 4 trucks of ice cream that we had to get rid of. So. Yeah.
Well, wait a second. When we had that power outage about when was that? Remember that? The whole city went black for for a whole night. There had to be a lot of food that had to be hauled.
Yeah, that's the spoiled food is not our favorite thing, but we do that. We did a job the other day. These girls from San Diego State had a fridge that had conked out and
never noticed.
No, well, it was finals, so they were busy studying.
Of course they
San
were.
Diego State, they were studying.
Of course.
And it had been in their fridge since finals, in their kitchen since finals, and it smelled. And every time they opened it, they, it smelled up the whole house. Anyways, we went in there. It took us about a half hour to convince them that we did have to take the doors off the fridge to get it out, but we finally took the doors off. We all covered our noses and did get that fridge out of there for them.
Okay, so I can see there's a market niche that we have to. The May-June period for all those people that are landlords that are renting to college students, that many college students leave a lot of their junk,
bottle caps and
behind, and you come in and sweep all that out.
Sure. Yeah, that is a part of what we do. In addition to moving the stuff out, is we do a nice sweep up of the area, or sometimes even more than the area that we're working in. Just kind of adds that final piece so people don't have to do any more work once we're done.
That is so important. I can't stress enough. If you bring over the 4 or 5 guys to help you move something on the weekend, and one of them gets hurt, we have insurance issues, liability issues. Why take that chance in today's world? It's just not worth it. You've got a very vetted company, nationwide, international-wide, with bonded, insured, that will come and do it, help it stay clean. Don't take the risk. Don't take the chance. I know you think, you're out there, you're still macho, but you're not as macho as you were at one time. And jacuzzis and refrigerators and old television sets, just call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. It's such an easy call. And give me some recommendations to help these people get that call going to you today.
Well, in addition to the calls, we also, I didn't mention, we have a website, of course, that you can go and actually book online. You can choose your time period. Again, it's a 2-hour window.
Give us the website.
1-800-GOT-JUNK, so 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
So you can literally go in and pick the time frames.
Exactly.
And can you describe a little?
Yeah, that helps us, of course, if you can describe what you've got. That asks for the duration, how long you think it will take 2 guys to remove the stuff that you have, and then puts that on our schedule, and we'll give you a call. You'll get a confirmation email saying that you booked it when you did, and that we'll be out there in that 2-hour window. And then we like to give calls, beforehand, to let you know when we'll be arriving, and we'll be there.
So it can't be how much easier can one make it, as opposed to going to Craigslist and looking up somebody who have no idea really what their credentials are, if they, obviously don't have much in the way of credentials, and the risk is just too great. Here you get online, and you really much tell the whole story online, and then you give them a call.
Right.
And do you go out, or who's coming out to see me in terms of estimate? Is Rick coming out to see me, or?
Well, it just depends on where you're at. Like I said, we've got four different franchises here in San Diego, but some crew member will show up in a nice blue truck and a blue uniform, and hopefully a smile on their face if it's not 7:30 at night and they're beat down. But like I said, it's a fun job. It's a tough job, but we enjoy it.
Tell us a little bit about your community involvement. I see you guys are involved with a lot of different organizations.
Yeah, we've done many things over the years. Neighborhood cleanups in Encanto through a program called Second Chance, where people will just put stuff on their curb, and we went around and picked it up for them on a number of occasions. We've done a lot of e-waste drives. We've done river cleanups in the city of Oceanside. You've got the list in front of you there. I forget all the things that we've done. Daily, we're going to places like Goodwill or AmVets or Desiree Industries to donate this stuff that people have, given to us to make sure it got to the right place. So we're constantly doing that. My goal this year, especially now since we're working with 1090 and the Padres, is to something that you mentioned about the equipment that you have in your garage and you don't want to give it away. Well, my goal this year is to make it a reality of we're collecting baseball equipment. So for young kids that need stuff, and my goal is to get it to TJ or Little League here in San Diego, so kids that might not have equipment can get it. So what we're doing is, if you've got it on your job and it just happens to be part of your job, we're saving it and we're storing it right now. We're collecting it as we speak. But the next step is to kind of just have a flyer to hand to our customers and say, look, we know you don't have this stuff as part of what we're taking away, but if you'd like, we'll take it for you, no extra charge, and we're going to store that, and at the end of the year, we will give it to kids and make sure that some other kids that can use it when obviously it's not being used.
Is that flyer in a PDF form that you can send to me?
Sure, you bet.
Okay. Will you send it to me, and I will put it on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and all that? And that is a great cause. It's very expensive. When my children were playing Little League, I think I bought a bat for $10.
Duh.
I know. Yeah, you said, I go today, and I go into Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever. Just I don't know why. Just and reminisce.
Uh-huh.
And $200. How does anybody? Okay, I'm going to go way off. How does anybody afford this stuff today? You have 3 kids. You're playing Little League and all that.
Right, very expensive. And this year he used everybody else's bat. I don't know how long that'll last, but Well, and of course I get bats too on jobs, and
But still,
so, yeah, no, and so it's a huge issue of kids that may not have cleats or things like that. And there are some existing
a lot of great
charities
stuff.
here in San Diego that we're attempting to hook up with. Every year the Padres do have a drive on. This year I think it was on May 5th or 4th, where they did accept equipment and then disseminated that. But we're just hoping to take that to the next level and maybe also involve Tijuana.
So if somebody says, I have all that stuff, I don't need 1-800-GOT-JUNK for your basic, can they contact you in some fashion?
Yeah, we haven't worked out all the logistics of that, but there
Okay.
will be like a central location, because we've done it before with the e-waste drives where we take up a parking lot somewhere and say, bring it on down, no charge, we'll take it away for you and then donate the proceeds. So yeah, that's the next piece, in addition to, as we're on the jobs, taking the stuff and setting it aside, is to say, all right, on X date, bring down your equipment and we'll take it for you and make sure it gets to these kids.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, that is a great cause, a great idea, and certainly in the city of San Diego, this county of San Diego, which is so sports crazy, and everybody has baseball stuff, we should be able to really collect a lot of good equipment, cleats, jerseys, whatever the case may be for you.
Right. Well, I'll come back in a year and we'll give you the statistics on what we did this between now and then.
So you have two jobs out there, listening audience. One is, if you've got junk, don't let it clutter up your house. Don't become a hoarder. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK right away. Go online to 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com and have Craig come out and listen to you and see what you have to sell. So we have had a fantastic time. Chris, I appreciate it a lot, and I think you have a great business model. You are amazingly passionate about what you do, which I know carries through, and I'm sure you have lots of testimonials out there that people can ask for if they want to.
Sure.
Well, welcome, enjoy. I wish you much luck. And a year from now, we're going to get an accounting of how many cleats we collected and how many baseball bats we
Great.
had.
Thank you very much, Ron, for having us.
You've been fantastic.
Really appreciate it.
San Diego Spotlight every Thursday from 2 to 3 on ESPN 1700. This is Ron Greenwald wishing you a fabulous afternoon. Please, USA go, Mexico go, and come on out tonight for the Tony Gwynn Memorial. It should be a fabulous event to honor a great San Diegan. Thanks. Bye.